We are the Vote Yes Committee,
Okay.
and my role is co-chair of the Community Relations Publicity.
In the Derby School District, they will be deciding a school bond issue next Tuesday. Now, the bond issue is to raise more than $66 million. Supporters say it includes something for just about every district school. But the biggest target for improvement is the middle school. Derby has one now. The bond issue calls for a second middle school and would replace the current 6th grade center, including 5 portable classrooms.
If the bond issue passed at the 6th grade center, we would build a new 6th, 7th, and 8th grade facility. We'd retrofit our current middle school to be a 6th, 7th, 8th facility, and then this area here would be repurposed into some other district facilities.
Now, bond supporters say this is the right time for this because interest rates are so low. KAKE's Chris Frank will take a closer look at the plans coming up tonight on KAKE News at 6.
Well, the economy may seem to be improving, but some are asking, is it a great time to ask voters to approve building a new school?
Bond supporters in Derby say the answer is yes. And next week, Derby residents will decide whether to say yes to a more than $66 million school bond. Those supporters tell KAKE's Chris Frank that the money would be used to take some of the pressure off Derby's current middle school and 6th grade center.
Derby school bond supporters say many of the needs being addressed by the bond issue can be found right here in the 6th grade center.
People want quality schools.
It's what the kids need.
Wanting quality schools is one thing. Selling it to the voters can be another. School supporters in Derby say it's the right time for a $66.64 million bond issue there.
It will resolve a lot of the issues that the committee found to be the most pressing.
She says all schools would get some improvements. The committee says 10 schools need roofs replaced. But much of the focus will be on adding a new Derby middle school and renovating the existing middle school. That would allow the district to tear down the current 6th grade center, including 5 portable classrooms. The 500 students here would be in the middle schools then. Principal Jeff Smith says portables have security issues and subject students to the elements when passing classes.
The average student at the 6th grade center gets wet about 4 times a day on a rainy day.
There's also the issue of this central kitchen. It was designed to prepare 2,000 meals daily. Now it's preparing 6,000 daily meals.
This central kitchen would be demolished and it would be rebuilt right to the west of this facility.
Supporters insist timing is right because interest rates are low. The state would pay 21% of the project, and property taxes will still be lower than most neighboring districts, they say.
It will remain one of the lowest, if not the lowest, even after this.
Right now, we're addressing our real needs, and I think the public recognizes that.
During severe weather, only 300 of the 500 students in the 6th grade center can fit in the tornado shelters underneath the bleachers. The others shelter elsewhere in the building. But if the bond issue passes, any of the schools getting new construction included in that would be a tornado shelter. That vote is Tuesday, April 3rd. In Derby, Chris Frank, KAKE News.
Coupled with that is that our interest rates right now are at a 50-year low. And so are construction costs much lower than they have been in the past. So this is really a great time to be doing this. And you may notice my button that says 326, and that represents what it will cost a person with a $100,000 house per month, which is about a gallon of milk. Even with this very small increase, we will still be very near the bottom. And coupled with that, which is really exciting, we have just really been overwhelmed with the support that we've gotten from the community.
Well, the 3rd is going to be here very quickly, so this will be a busy week for everybody.
Yes, it will. Yes. And that's our door-to-door campaign is ongoing.
The effort. We've had sign committees, we've had ribbon committees, we've had publicity committees, and you'll see it. It's our children, our schools, our future. You'll see that on all the promo, and that's what it's about. We're making an investment today for our children, for our schools, and for the future of the community.
The next few weeks could be critical for several school districts in the area.
Some vote as early as Tuesday on multi-million-dollar bond issues to improve schools. Timing is key because if these bonds aren't approved by July, the districts would lose on state funding. Eyewitness News reporter Ann Meyer explains why and previews the bond issues in Mulvane and Derby.
Derby voters go to the polls April 3rd for a more than $66 million bond request. The money will renovate the existing middle school, plus build a new one. Construction that will eliminate overcrowding and address some structural concerns.
They have original boilers, original wiring and plumbing. We have teachers that are having to put buckets in their classroom to catch raindrops.
If these bonds are voted down, Derby and Mulvane would lose out on state funding.
We have the opportunity to get 21% of it paid by the state. And that is something that the legislature is considering doing away with.
That's why districts are pushing for support now. It also helps that construction costs are low, so are interest rates.
10 years ago, our mill levy was higher than it will be after this bond issue passes.
But will voters agree? We'll know that answer in the coming months. Ann Meyer, KWCH 12, Eyewitness News.
For a breakdown of the bond votes in our area, just go to our website, kwch.com, and look for the links.
So I would just like to say a really big thank you to those people, and I know that the people on, the rest of the people that were on the steering committee with me, and Larry's not here tonight quite yet. When he's here, I'm sure he will express his thanks as well.
Residents in Derby approve a $66.6 million bond issue tonight. The Derby school bond issue passed with 78% voting yes, 22% voting no. These are reports from the 4 polling locations, including advanced ballots. Cake's Lily Wu was with the Vote Yes committee for their big win.
Dozens of people have come out to listen to the results of the school bond issue in Derby. Organizers are excited that the community has voted yes.
Parents like Martha Lawson are glad to know that the community of Derby is supporting a school bond issue that will benefit her 3 children.
It's exciting to know that the community backs the schools, and that in this tough economic time, it's very exciting to know that the community prioritizes education in Derby.
The Vote Yes committee gathered at the Derby High School on Tuesday evening. After the 4 polling locations closed at 7, calls came in to report the unofficial results. One by one, the results showed an overwhelming majority voting yes, while 22% voting no.
Well, it's very exciting. I know it's very important to the community that especially we're able to renovate the existing middle school and add a new middle school.
The $66.6 million school bond issue will be used to replace roofs destroyed by hail damage, add a new Derby middle school, renovate the existing school, and build a new central kitchen.
You know, we really feel grateful to our community. The community has come forward and done all the work. They even offered food for us this evening.
The Vote Yes committee was ready to celebrate the victory after they say it took them more than 2 years to accomplish.
Meeting many times, spending thousands of hours, and what's happened today in Derby is the culmination of that effort, our Vote Yes campaign.
School board members plan to enjoy the victory, then they will start planning for the next steps. In Derby, Lily Wu, Cake News.